Have you seen Star Wars?
So this should be a very interesting video. It's something I've never done before. This is Star Wars Only reads mean comments. I have not read any of these comments. My girlfriend picked all of them out and read them before I had the chance to, so I'm reacting to all of these as I read them for the first time. Do want to warn you, this may have some cussing in it. I'm not entirely sure because, like I said, I haven't read all these, but here's the first one. This is from a true Star Wars fan. He says, "Shut the fuck up." Okay, that's an honest take. The next one comes from a guy named Lydia, or maybe it's a girl. I can't say the last name either. I'm awful at reading if you can't tell. He says, "I don't understand why this video is 11 minutes long. You meander nonstop in circles, get to the point, criticize, and fuck off." Huh. I don't even know what video he's talking about, so I don't have a good response on why it's 11 minutes long. But yeah, that is mostly what this channel's about, me meandering nonstop in circles about random tangents where I speak and then there's like another point that comes in my mind as I'm speaking. I'm like, oh, I want to talk about that for a second. It's typical Star Wars Only. Dr. P. Poo Poo. He says, "This channel is fucking retarded." Okay. Mr. Potato Guy 1, I like that name. He says, "You think your shitty opinions are facts. You're a fucking narcissist, Star Wars Only." Why do all these have the F word in it? Why? I guess she was into the F word being used. I don't know. I can't. How does anyone think? I guess most people would think their opinions are facts. I think that's why a lot of people have opinions. But I mean, yet again, it's one of those videos where I have to know, or one of the comments where I have to know what video he's talking to, so I don't know the context of this. You can call anyone a narcissist, mainly when it comes to YouTube, but the point is kind of doing this in a narrow-minded view of just you, yourself, and you. But yeah, good one, I guess. Geomancer09 says, "Fuck you, stop fucking clickbaiting us, and fuck off." Well, why does every single one have the F word in it? Like, I'm gonna get this video itself is not gonna be monetized because of that alone. Clickbaiting is an easy insult that YouTubers get, and you can use it on anybody. I mean, literally everyone clickbaits, and it's not a bad insult, but it's not a great one either, because there's some clickbaits where you're like, all right, you're clearly not sticking to the topic of the video, but then there's other things where it's like, you're just trying to catch someone's attention. It's easy to find the difference at times, but when it comes to YouTube, everyone does it, so it's a fair criticism for anyone. David Esquire, I don't know. He says, "Your channel is full of shit, just like other Star Wars channels. You nerds need to get beat up." Well, I do have a good news for you, David. Since I was 9 years old, I've been doing martial arts, and I've been getting my ass kicked basically every day since then by people who are far better than me. When I really started training, like in some of those MMA classes, there would be like a UFC fighter or two who would come to the gym and everything when we spar with, and they were not easy to fight. So yeah, I got my ass kicked plenty of times, but that's fair. Don't know what I'm full of shit of, but I'll take it on the chin. Other Star Wars channels are also full of shit. I think we're all full of shit, but by David's analysis. Gus Nevin says, "I unsubscribed to this turkey ages ago. He is nothing but a bullshit artist." Well, hey, I actually like the fact that he called me an artist. I didn't know anyone in YouTube could be an artist. I'm sorry to lose your subscription, Gus. Is Gus Fring? No, it's Nevin. But still, I haven't been called a turkey in my life, so that's a new one. Mike Ruiz says, "I think your channel is full of shit, and yet you call out other fans for their pieces of shit, but won't call out your own." Oh, is he talking about me calling myself out? Oh, that'd be an interesting take. I come out with a video called like Star Wars Only Exposed, and like just talk shit about myself from like opinions that I had months ago that are like pretty much now irrelevant or wrong. I've had that happen before where like someone will make a 2-part video responding to like one of my videos that I made when I think I was like 17 or 16, and I look at it and like they make it years after the video has come out, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, that video of mine was not good, but I'm not gonna spend the time refuting your arguments against my old arguments because I don't believe what I said anymore, kind of thing. So fair. Killuminati Conspiracy says blah 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 equals this video. Man, I really wish I knew what videos these people were talking about, because, yeah, I mean, that's every single Star Wars only video. Sosaman OTF says, this guy is a dumbass. EA has made 2 of the best Star Wars games ever, and they haven't dropped the ball on anything. You guys are dumb as hell. So this must be in response to a take of mine not liking EA. What are the 2 best Star Wars games ever that they've made? This looks like the thing says 3 months ago, so it could have definitely been him talking about like Battlefront 2 and Jedi Fallen Order, unless he's talking about both of the Battlefronts. I would never say EA has made 2 of the best Star Wars games ever. Battlefront 2 has gotten better, but still it's not worth $60 on the day of purchase. And Jedi Fallen Order is great. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. I really like Jedi Fallen Order, but EA also had not a lot of involvement with it. Thankfully, they were smart and left Respawn to do their own thing, but I didn't expect this guy to know that either. Mr. America, he says, sequel dialogue is better than the prequel dialogue. Me, the ability to speak does not make you intelligent. I didn't even know I said that. I do. I don't think that's a hot take, though. I mean, as someone who doesn't like the prequels or the sequels, really, the dialogue in the sequels is a lot better than the prequels. I mean, this guy must be a prequel fan, and that's completely fine, but the prequels notoriously have awful dialogue. I mean, remember Attack of the Clones, Anakin and Padme, when they're in the that lovey-dovey room where he's like, I wish I could just wish away my feelings. That gets me every time. No one talks like this. George Lucas, even from the actors, have gotten crap all the time. And even Ewan McGregor, there was an interview, it's called like Star Wars Omnibus. It's a very good documentary. I highly recommend checking it out. But he says something like, I had bad lines in my films, but Alec Guinness had some really bad lines that he was able to execute perfectly and everything.
Some of the lines are absolutely impossible to say. But not too bad. I got off fairly lightly. I mean, Alec Guinness has got some cracking lines in this film. I don't know how he does them at all.
No, I don't think you're going to win on that hill that you're going to try to die on about the prequels having better dialogue than the sequels. The sequels had a lot of flaws and, yeah, some dialogue problems, mainly when it came to The Last Jedi. But overall, I mean, they had some... I mean, both films or both trilogies just aren't my cup of tea. But, yeah, no, the prequels... The reason we have all the memes from the prequels is because the dialogue is so bad. I don't think I don't think you're gonna win that battle. Rivera Jose says, I don't get why you're whining. One could say he doesn't know what the fuck my problem is. Julian Oviedo says, dude, I agree with you, but the tone of your voice sounds too violent and you scared me. You sound like the Joker. Oh, wow. You know, I've gotten a lot of like comments on my voice, like mostly people being like, oh, you sound like you're in your 40s, or you sound like really old, and whatnot. But I've never been called violent, or that I scared someone. Mainly not that I sounded like the Joker. Does Joker have a deep voice? Is he from Texas? I didn't know that. Well, maybe I'm the Texan Joker. James Fredericks says, calm down, buddy. Rumors in YouTube Star Wars channels in general are just frivolity either way. You're not saving whales or starving children. So stop or drop the superior condescension because you sound more stupid than the supposed fools you are mewling about. That's a lot of big words for a guy who's saying that I have the superiority complex going on. I mean, he's got a good point that we're not saving whales or starving children. And I'm not, I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to say here. He's probably talking about the video that I made about Doomcock spreading a lot of fake rumors and just basically coming out with lies all the time about what's happening with Star Wars and the news of like Boba Fett being a transgender or Kathleen Kennedy getting fired and all that kind of stuff. I guess I'm not saving anyone with those, but I don't know how it makes me sound more stupid than those guys when, if you follow the production world, if you know anything about the movie business and you listen to these guys, you're like, yeah, no, this is obviously stupid. It's not like they're hurting anyone. I just think they're really setting a bad narrative and tone for the Star Wars fandom and really giving fuel to the fire of people who feel like they're justified in being angry about Disney Star Wars and whatnot. And believe it or not, this, it may just be YouTube, but a lot of this stuff does have real world implications and can affect jobs and lives of other people. So that's why I get a little frustrated with those folk. But sure, good comment. Can't pronounce this guy's one. Quimilius1. He says, Doomcock has 172,000 subscribers. Star Wars only has 55,000. Who's making videos trashing the other? I mean, it's that doesn't hurt me. I mean, yeah, he's got a lot more. I take a little bit more pride in my work for sure because I don't like spreading lies and all that stuff, and I don't dress myself up as a dildo every night and talk to the camera with a voice that sounds like I have syrup in my mouth. But yeah, I definitely have a lot less subscribers than he does. He's also probably significantly older than me and probably does this full time. But with the logic of me trashing him and him not trashing me, you could use that logic on like Kathleen Kennedy. Like Kathleen Kennedy, she doesn't have a lot of subscribers, but she's probably a multi-millionaire, has a lot more money than Doomcock, but he's making videos trashing her. So, I mean, the line of logic doesn't line up for me, but I'll take it. Mike Ruiz says, I mean, to be honest, bro, you showed a lot of fake news too. Shod a lot of fake news? Is this like some young lingo that I'm not like hip with anymore? There's someone messaged me one time, like not too long ago. I sent them like just details about a situation. They said heard, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? What do you mean by heard? Anyways, I don't know what fake news that I've been putting out that is fake, but go ahead and let me know. I hate when people say things like this and never give me specific examples. They're like, oh, well, you're also fake news. It's like, okay, well, what did I put out that was fake? And they're like, dude, you know what you did. It's like, well, you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me so I can either defend myself or retract it. I mean, I'll admit when I did wrong. I'm not afraid of that. It's just YouTube. Max Bolton says, this may be the stupidest thing I heard all day. No, it may have been. Like I said, don't know what video he's talking about, but that may have been the stupidest thing he heard all day. Good for you, Max. Ben Horn, that's a funny name. He says, hey, Star Wars Only, I don't know what the fuck your problem is, but stop deleting my comments. You've deleted like 10 of my comments. Quit being a pussy. Let other people have a voice on your platform too. Otherwise, you're just as shitty as Disney. There's 2 replies there, and I believe one of them is mine and the other one's his because I remember this comment from a long time ago. He also edited it, which was funny. I was like, dude, I don't know who you are, and I've never deleted your comments. Guys, if you comment something, I either don't see it, and I definitely don't delete it. So I don't know why he thinks his comments are being deleted. You know what? It may have been going to... whenever you comment something, there's like categories for us YouTube channels to look at where like some of them are held for review and some are also held for possible spam. His may have been held for review, and that's why he thinks he probably had deleted comments. But no, I don't delete anyone's comments. I don't have the time or care enough to delete anyone's comments. If you want to have a voice on my platform, go right ahead. I do not give 2 shits what half of you have to say. And that's not being me trying to be mean. It's just me being honest. I just don't care. Mike Grady, that's a good name too. He says, kiss the fandom's ass, buddy. I unsubscribed to your channel after your last pathetic video trying to defend Luke's emasculated character. Suck it. What video was I trying to defend Luke's emasculated character? Is he talking about me like defending Luke in The Last Jedi? Because if that's his argument, then he's just uninformed. I don't like Luke in The Last Jedi. I hated his arc. I was probably one of the first YouTube channels, if not all, just who came out and said, hey, I really do not like The Last Jedi, mostly because of Luke. And I knew about Luke going crazy before the film even came out, before the trailer came out. I had someone who was in the know about a lot of what was happening with that film who was like, hey, man, I know you're a big Luke Skywalker fan. I don't think you're going to like The Last Jedi. And I was like, why? He said, well, Luke goes crazy. That's what I can tell you. I was like, shit. So he's telling me to kiss the fandom's ass. What fandom? Are you talking about the Fandom Menace, or are you just talking about the Star Wars fandom? Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about with Luke. A lot of these comments sometimes catch me by surprise in the stupidity realm. A Cloudy Artist says, haha, Star Wars only sounds big mad in this video. To be honest, you should make a channel called Star Wars Rants. You talk about people start movements for attention, but here you are bitching in an 8-minute video. I wonder if this is about my all Star Wars movement being stupid video. Apparently I sounded big mad in that, and I should start a channel called Star Wars Rants. That's kind of what Star Wars Only is isn't it? Isn't it not just me just ranting all the time? Yeah, okay. It's probably like the fourth or fifth comment that have been against me bitching or meandering the whole time. Fran the Man, 06, so he's probably 14. Honestly, these videos are getting kind of stale. Yeah, I feel the same way. Seth Andrews says, let me in turn clarify that I am unsubscribing. The fact that he's saying clarify, I might be inclined to believe he's talking about my Ray Parks video, about that little scandal that went on with him, and the follow-up video that was clarifying a lot of the information. Okay, I mean, good for you for unsubscribing. Oh, that's it. That's the last comment, too. So, yeah, that was Star Wars Only, reading mean comments. If you have any more for me, please leave them below, and maybe I'll do like a live stream reaction to them, or do this again. This was fun. I love reading the comments section. If you can't hear the sarcasm in my voice, I'm sorry. Comment sections are something I normally avoid. Not because of these situations right here, just because in general, yeah, there's not a lot of positivity down there. Normally with my actual subscribers, people who've been following the channel for a long time, normally we actually do have good dialogues and good conversations in the comment section. They're not all very toxic. I mean, you go to some other Star Wars YouTube channels who focus more negatively on Star Wars, you look at the comment sections and they're like, oh, I hate Kathleen Kennedy. I hate, like, it's just like a hate fest of like, what can they tell you that they hate about said Star Wars stuff? So that's always nice to see a change in, at least from my comment section. And it was sometimes kind of nice to look in hindsight against people who don't like my channel, who have a lot to say about what I'm not doing right and what they don't like about me. But hey, that's YouTube. That's the realm of the world. A lot of these people, as per usual with the internet, will say this on the internet because you have that anonymity. But if you actually met these people in person, they wouldn't say it to your face, or they would say it in a lot nicer of a tone and a way. And that's just because when you meet someone in person, you realize, oh, this is an actual human being that I'm talking to. You don't really have that connection in your mind when you're just doing everything through the internet. And so these comments are kind of expected. And plus, I've been reading mean comments about my Star Wars opinion since like 2014 when I started my Instagram, which has like 178,000, or is it 75,000? I don't care anymore, but 175,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram. And I've had that page for years and years and years at this point. So I've read every comment under the sun about me and my shitty Star Wars take. So none of this stuff really hurts. None of this really gets underneath my skin, thankfully, because I mean, it literally is just the internet. So if you have a YouTube channel, if you get a lot of mean comments, embrace them. Some of them are pretty funny. There were some pretty funny ones in this. But yeah, thank you all for commenting in positive ways, and in this case, negative ways. I appreciate it. It helps the channel. Any negative comment, despite the ill-fated attempt to deter me or upset me, if anything, it actually helps the algorithm. That boosts my engagement on every video. So if you really don't like someone, and you really are like, you know what, fuck this guy, I don't like his YouTube video, I don't like what he has to say, don't like, don't dislike, don't even comment. Just ignore it, because if you like or comment, it actually helps them. Like, it helps them out. It boosts their engagement. So, yeah, and sometimes it's the opposite effect of what people want. But anyways, tell me what your favorite mean comment was on Star Wars Only Reads Mean Comments. Thank you all for watching, and if you are a fan of the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because it does help the channel out. I will see you all next time, my friends, and may the Force be with you always.